All right, so want to clear the air on some things, all right? Fitness professionals, okay? We've been portrayed in so many different ways. We've been portrayed as sleazy ass motherfuckers who seek to hook up with people's wives and shit. Egotistical asshats that just want to look at ourselves. Mean girls who think that they're better than everybody else because they've went through something and they haven't worked on the inside. Also, hyperactive, like strong and everything, but hyperactive, crazy nut jobs that think that everybody should do exactly what we do. No. None of those are the real fitness professional. None of them. Know how I know? Because obviously I am one, and I've actually transitioned through a few of those roles. Not the sleazy one trying to hook up with your wife. We don't do that. But I did have a point where I was like, okay, because I can do this, everyone should be able to do this. And I learned that there's one fundamental thing about all of us humans. We're all unique and different. What works for me may not work for the next person. Or it may not work for you. Or it might work for you. Or it might work better for you than it does for me. You see, the process of training, exercise, going through physical challenges, it's pretty much a journey to finding out who you really are deeper inside of that. The change that should occur should be all-encompassing. Mind, body, and spirit. All three of those things should change as you go through the process. Many of us, I say us because I'm talking about people, we're all humans here. We reach something and we start to stagnate as well. And we get stuck, or we become afraid of following through in that process because it's uncomfortable. It's something that we're not used to. We start to go into our ego a little bit. We start to think that we're less than because we can't do certain things. But that's not the truth. And the real fitness professional or coach or whatever have you is there to walk alongside you. Now, we can't force you to do anything. So when I'm training people, right, and they say, oh, you're gonna make me do this, or you're gonna make me do that, I don't make you do a damn thing. You pay me to show up, and you pay me for my time to share what I know, the things that's in between my ears, to give you a semblance of what I've been through with the calluses on my hand and the scars on my body, right? That's my sharing, that's my experience, and I'm sharing it with you, the client, right? You don't have to do anything I tell you to do. That's the fun part. But here's the even more fun part. You still have to pay me. That's right. So, now we've got that clear out of the way. The true fitness professional is an agent of change. However, we're not a magician waving a magic wand and bam, you got six-pack abs, you got an Instagram model butt, or any of that stuff. What we do is we guide you through the process. We walk alongside you. Sometimes we even jump into the fire with you. Case in point, when I train people for Spartan races, at the end of it, I usually jump in there and run with them. And I'm guiding them through the process. It's a really cool thing to watch people go from one point to the next, to the next, to the next. And true fitness professionals, no matter which area you specialize in, your contribution to each person is so that they can live their life more robust, more full. And one of the things I would say in my emails or other correspondence that I had was cutting the bull and living full. And the reason why I say that is my now number one rule for when I'm training people is live. You have to fucking live. And I also let them know that training is a very important part of your life. It's a necessary thing to keep you going. But as crazy as this is about to sound, it's not everything. It's not everything. Because there might be a day where you can't train. You might wake up and your toddler's thrown up in the crib. You might get a call in the middle of the night, some tragedy struck. And while you may want to find a way to get out of that and distract yourself, when you got to deal with the immediate, you go and you deal with that. I don't want somebody coming to me like, oh my God, I just lost someone died. I'm coming in for my session. I'm canceling that session. I'm saying, no, you're going to go deal with that. Because if you're running away from the living part of your life, then what is all this for? There are plenty of people out there who get in really excellent shape. They push themselves physically. They go ham. They do all the things. They can run marathons, triathlons, whatever else there is out there, doing high rocks, and Spartans and even boxing and all that stuff. But if you're not able to come up against the main competition, which is your own actual life and living in 3D like that, what are you doing it for? I mean, people come out there, they're like, yeah, you think they have it all together because they look a certain way. Plenty of us fitness professionals are also hot messes on the inside. And it takes a true person to go and look deep into that mirror, into the windows of their soul to find exactly what they need to get to. It takes them actually going to do therapy, doing whatever intervention they need to do, meditation, yoga, all these things, all these tools to really get in there and then ultimately be vulnerable enough to share these experiences with the people that they're working with. Not from an egotistical standpoint because they're looking for brownie points or people to feel sorry for them, but to inspire forward movement, forward momentum. We're all going to come up against some obstacles, some opposition at some point or another. But as a fitness professional, as a coach, when I'm leading my people and I'm inspiring them to do whatever, I'm letting them know, like, I'm a human just like you. My brand might be Superhuman X or whatever, but I'm still human. I can do certain things that other people can't do. But at the end of the day, I breathe, I piss, shit, I get colds, I bleed, I have emotions, just like the next person. The people you see on your IG feeds and you see on TV who might hold up with like highest regard, whatever, they're human just like you. That's just what it is. It's X factor right there. So, to wrap this up rather, fitness professionals, again, we're not magicians. We don't wave a magic wand and bam, everything changes. We're human just like you. And our real job is to help you live a better life. Not just to focus on one aspect of your life. I'm not going to come down on you if you mess up with your nutrition plan. We're going to go into it, see what happened, make adjustments, and focus on making the micro steps towards getting you a more solid, structured way of living and being. And when we do that, my job is done. And whether you keep on coming back to me or you move on, you do other things, it's celebrated. I have a friend of mine took my classes for years, and now she's out there leading classes of her own. I had people who had surgeries, and each year they find a new challenge to push themselves to do something. I've had people where it was like just boxed in one area, and then we opened up and we let each other into, we got further into each other's lives. Like we talk about kids, we talk about just experiences, you know, and they call me when stuff is going on with the family. You know, I said a long time ago, I take personal training personal. I still do, it hasn't changed. And because I do that, I find greatness and fulfillment in my work on a regular basis. And helping people to find that special part of them is what I love the most about what I do. So, to all the fitness professionals out there who take this shit seriously like that, remember what you're doing it for. And to all those people out there who are thinking about or looking and searching for a coach or a trainer or somebody like that, take these things in consideration and just do away with those common myths about who we actually are. Because at the end of the day, we're people just like you. We just specialize in this area, just like you specialize in your area. So it's a give and take thing. All right.